Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You're here with Diva. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So today's pickacard reading is another energy check as usual. It's about how your person feels towards you. Okay, it could be definitely a stranger, it could be a family member, friends, acquaintances, your crush, or the person you're interested in, or the person who's interested in you could be. Okay, so there's many ways to go at it. So choose with your intuition. We have 6 piles. So I have the Gustave Dore Tarot. It's a new deck collection I kind of purchased a few months ago. Then you have the Essential Tarot. Okay, that's pile 2. Pile 3 is the Fountain Tarot, the Authentic Fountain Tarot. You have Vice Versa Tarot. It's open from both ends, okay? So this one is more like it might be a person that has no filter, perhaps, or you're a person who has no filter. It could be. Then you have pile 5, which is the Rider Tarot, and a pile 6, which is Light Vision Tarot, okay? Light Visions Tarot. Okay, so you have the 6 piles. You can definitely choose with your intuition. If it's not your intuition, it's the number. If it's not the number, it's synchronicities, or you can just choose it closing your eyes and just picking a pile. Could also happen. Okay, so just listen to it. Okay, it's really not meant to hurt anyone. Okay, even if I criticize, I judge, I state facts, and it might be true as it might not be, remember that it's not meant to hurt anybody. Okay, and if it's your point of view, it's definitely your point of view. There's something you have to hear from it. If not, then definitely it's not resonating. Okay, you're gonna be the judge of it. It's in your hands always. If you want to change, you change yourself. It's not because other people are pressuring you to change. Now that's other people, okay? But the life in general can force you to change, and I see the sweet. Okay, so I'm gonna start. And also, just an FYI, those who ask for private readings, I got them. Okay, I didn't reply back, but I'm gonna work on them. Okay, sooner or later. I was in a long trip recently, so thank you for your patience again. Okay, and stay tuned. Okay, if you have any private reading requests, you can definitely reach out to me. The only thing is that you're gonna have to be very patient with me. I'm not like the quick responder, and it takes forever sometimes. Okay, unfortunately. Okay, it's not professional, I'm aware of that, but my health is always first for me. Okay, those are my excuses for now. Okay, that will be it. Okay, so thank you again for everyone who donated to my channel. I received them. Thank you for spoiling me, genuinely. Thank you for all the people who support me till now, and you know, I'm very grateful and appreciate your, let's say, commitment to the channel. Okay, and I hope I will be able to give you more, or at least every month I can, you know, create some in my own pace. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so you have pile 1, which is Gustave Dore Tarot. Welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see, how does this person feel towards you? Now, first off, I would like to say that whoever this person is might be very judgmental, or it's a person that believes in angels and devils, and you know, they're very suspicious or superstitious. I'm gonna say judgmental a bit, quite pessimistic sometimes. Okay, very realistic, and there's a lot of hierarchy in this person's life. Okay, so let's say people take positions, or they go with ranks, and it's like the more higher your rank is, the more importance you have for them, etc. Okay, so it's a person that follows rank systems, hierarchies. I could say that the more money you have, the more important you are, or the more your reputation is known, or you're a person who's well known, or people talk about you, good or bad. They are the type that will listen and take sides. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, so it might be a person that might like to take credits, or they like to kind of make people work hard, and sometimes in a very ugly manner. Okay, they don't let people get their way with them, and even if it's their right, sometimes they just, for the sake of like not allowing you to have it, they kind of make your life a bit difficult. Okay, this is the type of energy I'm channeling. Okay, it's a person that has dogma perhaps, or like believes in hierarchy. Okay, like if you're the lower class, or you're just a cashier, or you're just like a bank customer service agent, you mean nothing to them. Okay, you're just, it's a type of person that's a bit perhaps quantity over quality. They're more quantity over quality. Sometimes you could also kind of tap into the energy of you're just a number for this person, as in like if you're not in their circle, you're not prestigious, you don't have good reputation, you're not famous, you're not known, people like you don't have references. Okay, he or she is definitely more on that. So LinkedIn, they look at your LinkedIn, they look at who knows you. If you want to kind of interact with them, you need to kind of be accepted in their circle. It's definitely very high society vibe, but very inclusive. Okay, it's exclusive to the people that vibe to them. Okay, it's a bit close-minded perhaps. It's not true for every high society out there, but for some part, this one, he or she goes with that statu quo thing. Okay, so let us start. How does this person feel towards you? Okay, so how do I feel towards you? You have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So bear with me, guys. It's my first time definitely going official with these cards. This deck, it's my first time reading it to you guys. So you have the 6 of Swords in reverse. So we have the 6 of Swords in reverse. So this is the main situation about how he or she feels towards you. Now, what's my challenge is the Chariot card on a physical level. You have ostriches here. Okay. The reason why it's that way is the King of Swords energy in reverse. It's in reverse. And the 3 of Swords. Very historical. Okay, it's more like Zola, or you know, Emile Zola vibe a bit. It's like if you've got the chance to read some of their books, it's definitely that vibe, that era where hierarchy meant everything. Okay, so it's present in the like it's still present, the mentality or the lifestyle is still present today in the modern life. It's just that we don't kind of see it that often, as it can vary from like a geometrical where you are situated, and the culture or the ambient or the atmosphere or the religion, the impact of the religion or the influence of the religion, those kind of stuff might have an influence on this person's you know, life, or wherever you are, whatever you're watching this. And then you have the 8 of Swords. Oh my god. Okay, so let me just tap into the energy properly. So how do I feel towards you? Now with the 6 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. Now 10 of Pentacles in this card, there's a family situation, there's the grandmother, there's the children, so it's more storytelling. So perhaps for some part, you and this person are childhood friends, or this person does remember you from the past. Perhaps you went to the same high school, same junior high, same, I don't know, like elementary school, something of that sort. Now if it's nothing at all, it's just that this person remembers their grandmother, or the time they spend with their grandmother, when how they feel towards you. So for some of you, could be their grandmother, and this could be a grandchild that's kind of reminiscing about it. So whichever I said, it's completely how you guys resonate in life, and there's nothing wrong with that. I apologize if there's apology here towards elders or senior people out there, viewers. So for some of you, it might be their grandmother. For some of you, it's more like there's no grandmother or grandparents involved here. It's more family reunions, family events, holiday seasons, festivities and all, but it's more family oriented. So there's a lot of like cousins and, you know, grandmothers and aunts and uncles that kind of reunite during specific times because of the influence of the grandmother. Okay, so it's more with the 10 of Pentacles. There's an element of they do feel secure with you, or there's something familiar about you. Okay, so it could be something about familiarity, could be something about having a family with you perhaps, or feeling stable with you. It's overall stability energy I'm tapping into. Okay, and warmth element. Okay, it's more like everybody is accepted and family is first. Family is a priority. Okay, so it could be that you are considered a family for this one, and they prioritize their family. Now with the 6 of Swords energy here, there's an element of like sometimes it's more like the truth is that, you know, stability, but there's also the element of letting the family go, because if we're going very patriarchal or matriarchal, but this is overall more patriarchal, the dynamic is more like if you're the female, you take care of the children and you stay with the female energy, and the men have their own journeys, their own missions, their own, you know, business. Okay, it's more like a men's club. Men go to men's club, females stay home and take care of the children. So it could be very traditional dynamic here, but the feeling in general, it's more stable and mental. Okay, so I feel stable, but I'm also approaching you mentally. Okay, it's more like if I'm gonna take you for a wife, or if I'm thinking of getting married with you, or if you're my grandmother, I'm thinking of you. It's more like I remember, or I have memories and I reminisce, or I miss them, but then again I'm aware that I have to let you go, kind of thing. You know, it's like I have to, like, family is family, but then again it's my journey, kind of thing. So that's the overall general case in the middle section. Now the reason why is this way with the King of Swords, it's definitely the type of person that they are. Okay, I could definitely be a female as I could be a male here, but with the Three of Swords, it's more like this is the type of person that's very hardworking, let's say, to the point that they forget their body. Okay, they don't go in their heart overall, and you know, as I mentioned, it's quantity over quality. Okay, now when I'm saying quantity over quality, family is not, like, family is different. Okay, because if I'm the industrial type of person, or I'm a man that's more mental, I'm more strategic thinker, I kind of strategize, and time is money kind of thing, and I don't like to waste my time, that kind of stuff. This is a more divide to conquer type of person, be it it's a woman or a man. Okay, they don't like to waste their time that much, and family is family. Okay, so family is like I have a position, I have responsibilities, I'm the head of the family. It's more like the type of man or female that kind of has their own office, and they have a pile of like contracts they need to kind of read. Okay, it's like the mistress or the like the master of the domain. Okay, so I'm busy. Okay, and I have subordinates, and my subordinates need to be loyal. I can stalk people, I can get information about people. It's a very the mind is very active of this person. Okay, and they're not very heart matters. Okay, they might kind of, I mean, it could be the type of person that doesn't go in the heart matters that much. It's more mental. It's everybody has a position in the house, okay? And children have expectations when they grow up. And there's a quota, okay? There are standards here, okay? And women have their own position. So if I'm the woman here, I kind of still look at tasks in the form of its position you take. Okay, and if this is a woman, she's more masculine, and the way she thinks is very it's like she's not the sensitive type of woman. Okay, she's not gonna be like, oh, I understand. It's more like you're gonna see a frown on their face if they're not content with something. Okay, and it's like, if I kind of hire you, you have to make sure that you're punctual. I don't care what's happening in your life technically. Okay, unless I kind of am afraid of losing you, I will kind of think twice before frowning. But in the initial phases, if ever this person hires you, if this is a boss, or if this is like a head of the office, a manager, whatever it is, if you're gonna be my assistant, there is a quota. Okay, there's like standards you have to meet at the beginning of the you know, the contract, at least. Okay, like you have to show this one that it's more they should choose you. But it's not they should choose you because they would prefer you. It's more like you're gonna work hard, you're gonna be organized, you're gonna be structured, you're gonna do the work for this one even. And they're not gonna pay you well sometimes, okay? Until like a few years afterwards, they'll kind of start paying you more. But then again, it's more like because they're afraid of losing you kind of thing, okay? But then again, I'm not gonna go in those, okay? It's more like if this is a boss, or if this is like a high like employer, etc. I'm just kind of saying this is the energy I'm getting, okay? And it's a worst case scenario type of person on top of it. They don't trust anyone, and gaining their trust is very hard sometimes, okay? Because they're very mental. Themselves first, always, okay? And they need confidence, but then again, it's more stricter, it's cutthroat, and it's not satisfied. It's discontent energy overall, okay? But connected to you, there's a familiarity, okay? Or what they think of you, this one could be more how they think of you. It's not really feeling. And if it's feeling, then there's a bit of a soft spot, but I will not go in it. I will not even trust myself when I say that, because this is more the type of person that is more calculative, a bit mental, and it's not easy to melt their heart or to kind of like persuade them somehow. And if you're gonna persuade them, you need to persuade them with facts, okay? They need to see stuff, you know? It's like you need to validate, show me reference, show me where you found it from, why do you say that, and why should I trust what you're saying? And if you have projects, I should kind of see some results. If not, I'm not gonna kind of invest. And if I invest in it and there's no results, you might lose your job completely, okay? So you'll not know from where it came from. And also there's this energy I'm kind of tapping into, that any moment your reputation goes down or it's an accident, you need to validate that accident. But it will be the type of person that will change. Like I will bring the, I will, how do you say this? It's more like where the wind goes or where the rain goes, or when the sunshine is, I go over there. Which means that if any chance I kind of trusted in you and I have a contract with you and there's a huge scandal and people know about it, my tie with you is gonna kind of like disappear. You didn't know me, you're no longer exclusive kind of thing, okay? So it's very cutthroat, doesn't waste their time. Reputation is key, image is key here. That's when your image has to be impeccable from outside. So you have to kind of concentrate on the outside, okay, with this person. It's a very visual person. It's the type of person that will look at your visuals. They will look if you're well groomed. They're gonna look at your outfit. They're gonna look at everything, okay? So this is the dynamic. Now, with the Three of Cups energy in the initial or in the past, how they felt towards you, it's more like you were in the form of how can I read this one? I kind of saw that you had a certain wisdom, okay? Like you're like a wise woman or wise man, or you had wisdom. And you can be like, if you're one person, let's say, you can do the task of 3 people, okay? So that's how overall I saw you, even though this is the Three of Cups energy, which means celebration or something of that sort. In this deck, I'm kind of tapping into the fact that I do see you as a wise woman or man, okay? You could also do the work of three people, three wise women or three witches. So there is an element of, I kind of see that you're very intuitive perhaps, or you're a person that follows their instinct, or you have certain talents. I kind of see them, okay? So those are overall all internal energy, which means that this is how the person is thinking about you. It's not even feeling elements, okay? And if I'm feeling stuff, it's more like I'm kind of assuming things about you instinctually, kind of thing, okay? Mentally. You know, when you're analyzing somebody or you're observing them and you're communicating with them, but then again, your kind of head is analyzing and dissecting the information based on your looks, based on your image, based on your reputation. I'm kind of assembling and linking all the important keys for my own benefit, this one. Okay, with the Seven of Swords, or if you're my grandmother here in this case, it's more like I kind of remembered you with your two other friends, or I kind of remembered certain remedies or traditions. It's definitely more like remembrance and thinking about you or missing you, kind of, but then again, it's more mission and journey and business for this one overall. Okay, whereas more mental, we're not going very emotional. It's more like I'm feeling secure, or about I'm reminiscing about the time where I used to feel safer, or I kind of got your warmth. You know, it's warm for grandchildren with their grandmothers and their mother. It's more like memories, and there was storytelling, so they kind of remember you, or they want to kind of do homage to you. Like, I don't know how to kind of mention it, it's not coming to mind, but it's more like sponsor something and sponsor it under your name, perhaps, just to kind of make you feel honored society-wise, okay? So with the Seven of Swords, if you know, this one will do that kind of stuff, but for some of you, perhaps our bond was quite strong, but the way I'm approaching you now, it's more mental, okay? If I'm talking to a grandmother or a mother perhaps, but it's more a grandmother vibration I'm getting, okay? So you'll be the judge of that. Now, if it's none of that, it's more business elements, okay? It's more like I'm hiring you, or I'm kind of like, if I have certain visions or intentions, that's more business oriented, but there's a status quo. It's like, it's definitely very like, you need to vibe to this one, okay? Somehow it's like, if they're rich, you need to be rich, okay? If they're kind of famous, you need to be somehow famous, okay? And it's definitely very ego driven a bit, okay? Or arrogant or haughty a bit, okay? You need to meet them there, which is completely understandable in this case. So we have the Seven of Swords. It's more like when I'm kind of looking at you, I'm kind of thinking, perhaps, are you the deceptive type? Could I trust you? But overall, I feel like this one, if they recently met you, they don't trust you that much, okay? Or they're thinking about how they can use you more, okay? This one, it's a bit that dynamic, okay? It's very much like that. And then you have the Eight of Swords. Now, how they feel towards you. So this one, it's more to entrap you, okay? If you're a rare type of person, or you're very beautiful, you're gorgeous, you have good features, you're very attractive, let's say, and you might not meet their standards, they will still kind of use you still, okay? So it would be the type of person that would kind of, if you're not meeting my standards, there's still quantity over quality. So it's overall, if I can use you, I'm gonna hire you, okay? Be it you're not smart to my standards, I'm still gonna use you and make profit out of you still, okay? So it's a bit business. This is definitely a businessman, perhaps. A very dogmatic, old-fashioned type of businessman or businesswoman, okay? Now, I'm not against those kind of stuff, it's just I'm kind of describing the energy the best way possible, okay? And overall, this one, it's more like I will find ways to profit from you kind of thing. Okay, so it's more like I'm not trusting you. I think that you're not a reliable person for them, technically, this one. And they're thinking about how to kind of make profit out of you. So if I'm gonna have to kind of play with your reputation, degrade you a bit, or sell you somehow, I will sell you somehow. So I'm gonna say this one, if it's a love matters, you need to be very how do you say this, sly with this person, okay? Because the person, it's more business, as I'm saying. So if I need to sell you, I need to betray you, I will do so. Okay, so it's a very if you want harmony in your life and you're ready to kind of, this one, it's not harmonious at all. I don't see it. It's very challenging. There's a lot of obstacles. There's a lot of judgment. There's a lot. You need to be prepared to be judged. You need to be prepared to be, you know, fired. You need to be prepared to, you know, have those days where you're gonna think why you're still working there or something of the sort. If we're hiring you, this one, it's a bit hard. And if it's not hiring, then it's more dogmatic and old-fashioned, as I mentioned. So you'll be the judge of that. So how did they feel? That's how they feel. But this one is not feeling, it's more what were they thinking. Okay. So that's how it was for pile 1. Okay. Hope it resonated. I hope it gave you some kind of insight, and regardless, it could not be right. Okay, so as I'm mentioning, this is just an energy I channeled. If it's not resonating, if the information are not linking themselves, then definitely choose another pile. And if none of them worked, definitely just it didn't resonate. Okay, so that's all. And if you want to comment down, go ahead. If you want to like, subscribe, you know, share my video, donate to my channel. Okay, if you want private readings, you can go in my previous videos, the old ones, few months before. You can definitely find the description box, the information. I'm not publicizing it, I'm not promoting it, I'm just saying it to those who need it. Okay, but then again, remember, I don't know who you are, I don't know what the situation is, and if I'm reading for you, it's definitely gambling work, because you're kind of paying me and I'm the one discerning the energy. Okay, I'm not certified, okay, but this is what I'm offering, okay? And you have to be very patient, because I don't respond ASAP, okay? Sometimes it can take more than 3 weeks, unfortunately. And I'm not ashamed to say this to your faces, okay? This is a pastime of mine. It's a passion, so I'm offering it like this, okay? That's it, okay? So thank you very much, and have a beautiful day. Best of luck, stay safe and healthy. Okay, so this is pile 2, whoever chose Essential Tarot. Welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see how does this person feel towards you, feels towards you. So let me see. It's a very colorful type of person. Whenever you look at this person, there's a spark to this one, or you see sparkles around them, or there's something extra about them. Okay, there's something special in your eyes. Okay, you're the one who's seeing special something in this person. Okay, or you have that something, but this person also has that same or different something. Okay, je ne sais quoi vibe. Okay, you could both be very eccentric, or you have certain taste that's very unusual, okay, in the norm. Okay, so not in a bad way. Okay, when I'm saying unusual, it's more like people just kind of like recheck, you know. It's like if I'm walking by you and I see you, like at first I'm like looking at you and then it's just passing by, but then again I'm gonna turn again and look at it and let's say perhaps I'm gonna look at you with a bit like, what are you doing, why are you doing that, you know, kind of thing. Okay, so it's more weird stares people give you, as it's not weird at all, it's just they look twice. Like you capture people, there's something captivating, but in a very, I'm not gonna say awkward, but that's the word that's coming to head. Okay, so there's something quirky about you for sure. Okay, it's not, I'm not gonna say weird because it's triggering, because I myself am a quirky person. So if somebody were to tell me I'm weird, it's like, okay, is that negative? It's more negative, let's say. But for the, look, I'm not saying this to hurt anyone. Okay, I'm quirky myself, so it's just there's an element of I stare again at your face or what you're doing. Okay, just to kind of like assess or evaluate what you're doing. I don't know, it's, you do something. Okay, it's either there's something you're unconscious you're doing and it's behavioral. It's not in the form of what do you call it, like a disorder. It could be a disorder, but it's not, I don't look at you in the form of, oh, are you like, are you psycho or something. No, it's not that way. It's more like I'm surprised you're doing it there. It's a bit like that. Perhaps it's more like you do that something during a specific day. Let's say normal people do this. Let's say we're brushing our teeth in our own, okay, we're gonna go with this energy. Okay, so I'm just scenario, it's like everyone brushes their teeth once they wake up, right? And once they're gonna go back to bed, right? But you're the type of person that you like to brush your teeth and swallow the paste, even if it's not recommended to swallow. You're gonna be the type of person that it's more like you're sitting somewhere where there's a lot of people and you're kind of starting to brush your own teeth with the, like, it's not weird, it's just that people look. It's more like you can't go to the bathroom and brush your teeth there, and it's like you're gonna be the type that's gonna brush your teeth in front of people, and perhaps you like it when people watch you, and then you kind of like are gonna swallow the water and do some, it's Mr. Bean vibes a bit, okay? I'm not gonna lie, business Mr. Bean's vibe. Okay, so it's overall that it's either you're very expressive, okay, or it's more what are you doing, you know, like why you're not going to a specific place and doing it there. Okay, like why did you choose to do it there? It's a bit that kind of mentality, people, or that's what people usually do. It's a daily stuff. Okay, it's just you're used to it or you like that. Okay, you're gonna be the judge of that. Okay, so that's what I wanted to say. So for some of you, that's the energy, as it might not be about you, it's about your person that's doing that. Okay, so they're very quirky wherever they are. Okay, so I don't know how the situation is. It might be about you I'm talking about, or it's about your person. And there's like, I don't judge, okay, even if I'm saying those things, and it's, please look at it in the form of I love everyone the way they are, okay, like regardless of what I'm saying. Okay, so forgive me if you need to forgive me, but it's just for the sake of the reading, I'm kind of channeling those things. So the main situation about how they feel towards you, okay, so, or how you feel about this one. So this one, there's a mirroring element, or it's definitely your view, your point of view. Okay, so that's definitely, it's one way or the other, or both of them are here. Okay, because it's a very dual, I'm sensing it. So forgive me if I kind of, you know, criticize you or judge you. It's not meant to be in the form of judgment. I'm definitely discerning this, okay? Like that. I myself am quirky, okay? Don't kind of get hurt by me, okay? So you have the Five of Cups energy, and I was gonna say physical, but it's in reverse. So you have the Five of Cups energy in reverse. You have the King of Cups upright. You have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. My challenge is the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is my challenge. The reason why is that way it's the Fool. In the initial, what do we have? We have King of Swords. In the initial, about how I felt towards you. In the present moment, you have the Star energy in reverse with the King of Wands. There's a lot of King energy here, okay? So, and then you have the Page of Wands energy. Page of Wands energy upright. So what's the main situation? You have the Moon. So this one might be very spiritual, definitely, and they have their own wisdom, okay? Or even if you are quirky, you do your own things, Mr. Bean vibes, let's say. You do you always, okay? So, or they do themselves always. So it's a very intuitive person. It's a lone wolfy type of man or female. It's a person that was alone or solo for quite a long time. Even if it's not solo, it's more like the Matrix guy. It reminds me of him. Okay, so it's a very humanitarian type of guy, spiritual type of person. Now it could be a man as it could be a woman, okay? So, but very intuitive, and they're very multicolored type of person, okay? So how they feel towards you now, I don't know if you're married or they're married or both of you are married, or this is your husband somehow. Now I have many energies, okay? It could be your husband that's more like a lone wolfy type of man, or it's a very humanitarian type of man, a more easygoing, quirky, bizarre a bit, but then again, it's natural, okay? It comes naturally to their person. So with the Five of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. Now, internally, how they're feeling towards you, you have the Queen of Swords and the Five of Cups. So there is some regret perhaps here connected to you. Now, this one perhaps, if you're the woman or you're the feminine energy in this relationship, be it it's a relationship or it's a friendship or it's strangers, you're more mental, let's say, you're more indifferent, you're more strategic thinker, you don't waste your time that much, and they themselves could be the type of person that's more emotional, okay? Or on the physical level, they're more emotional, but on an internal way, they're more strategic thinker, and they're more the type that would regret what they're doing. So there's two different types of energies here. It's either I'm the masculine energy and you're the feminine energy, and you're the one, because you're very mental, you have a tendency to kind of have missed opportunities connected to me, or we're always arguing because you're more mental type of person and you're not satisfied by me being sensitive here, okay? So it's definitely several energies. Now that's the first one. Now the second one, it's more like I'm the type of person on an outward way. My persona is that of a King of Cups, okay? I like to be a bit shy and I'm very sensitive. I go deep in my emotions and see the sweet, but that's the vibe you get. So if people were to meet me, they're gonna ask if I'm a water sign, or like they're gonna say I'm the sensitive type of guy, I'm the understanding, emotional type of guy, but deep down underneath, I'm more mental, okay? Like I'm more hurt inside perhaps. And I've kind of had a lot of experience where I was disappointed, you know, I was betrayed, that kind of stuff, okay? But I have a lot of experience connected to dealing with disappointing situations. But with the Five of Cups, it's more, okay, it could be that energy, yeah, disappointing situations, or I'm kind of the type that the regrets. I'm the sensitive type of person, could be man or female, and I don't act on my emotions technically, okay? Because deep down internally, I'm more analytical, let's say. Okay, so on a physical level, you see me specifically as if I'm the sensitive, shy type of person, but deep down inside, I'm more strategic, analytical type of woman or man, and I sometimes have missed opportunities. Okay, like I don't express myself properly, or sometimes I take things for granted because I'm going more divide to conquer dynamic a bit. Okay, and why it's this way is because with the Fool, both energies, it's more like I'm the foolish type of person, or we are in love, this one sometimes, because my Fool energy, it could be that it's a fool in love, you know. So it's a person that, you know, has fallen in love at first sight, and it just happens and you're foolish regardless of what type of person you are. Okay, sometimes love can be maddening based on the situations. Okay, so if it's romantic, you'll know about it. Now if it's not romantic, if I didn't get married to you because I was in love with you, let's see the sweet, it's more like what does the Fool mean? No, so now in this situation, it's either it's a new stranger, so this person, you don't know them, and it's more like it's a new leaf for you. So why is the situation presenting itself in your life is because Spirit wants to give you a new beginning. Perhaps it could be in that form. Okay, so this person in your life can give you a new beginning, be it it's in a love situation. Now if you're married, I would recommend not to go in that, but then again, that's your decisions. For some of you, it's your karma to deal with. Okay, I don't encourage anything, but I'd rather you deal with someone who's single. If you're single, if you're married, then you kind of always work on your relationship. Now if it's not working, then there's solutions for you out there. Okay, I cannot be the solution for that. I don't know how to deal with that kind of stuff because I've never been married myself. Okay, so we're gonna cut that short there. Now if it's a new beginning, it could be a new beginning in, I don't know, opportunities that are gonna present themselves in life. Okay, be it it's you're feeling like life is just too monotone, it's always the same thing. Now having a new neighbor, or having a new employer or an employee, or changes sometimes are good in life. Okay, welcoming new people, be it they're married or single, etc. Okay, so this one, it could be a private relationship. It's a person that's very close to you, as it might be a person that's new and they're kind of bringing like new energy in your life. Okay, there are new lessons perhaps you're gonna start learning with this one. It's more personal growth kind of thing, because there's a lot of colors here. I have every color practically. There's a lot of pink, and pink is connected with beauty, or appreciating to love, you know, and appreciating the beauty in things, both inanimate and animated ways. Okay, forms. And there's an energy of recognition. There's certain lessons connected to recognizing yourself or being recognized by other people in a society setting, tapping into your emotions, and, you know, coming into good terms with your own heart. Okay, so it's more positive energy I'm sensing. I'm not sensing something like divorces or, you know, no, it's not divorce energy. It's not a fair kind of energy either. Unless you're gonna go in that, it's up to you. But this one will kind of teach you a lesson, I feel like. Okay, be it it's your husband, there's a new lesson coming. Okay, it's a new cycle in the relationship. Okay, you're gonna learn how to kind of recognize yourself, or this person is gonna learn how to recognize himself in a society dynamic. Okay, it's like a society setting, and they're gonna be appreciated for their beauty, their mastery. Okay, it could be that they're gonna be more passionate with you, or you're gonna learn how to be more passionate, or embrace that passionate side of yours. Okay, so with the King of Swords energy in the initial, how they feel towards you, it's more like you have your shit together. Okay, you're very sane, you're very clear minded, very strategic though. Okay, but it's, I'm looking at it in the form of it's very good. You're like that. Okay, so you, if you're a woman, you're very, you know, like you're like, you know how to embrace your masculine intelligence. Okay, you know how to think like a man, perhaps. That's the dynamic. Okay, if you're a woman. Now if you're a man, then you have a certain mastery thinking things through, strategizing things through. You know, so you're good with business, or you're good with, you know, conquering certain lands, or kind of you have a vision, you know how to transform things in that way, or you have the ideas and you know how to kind of talk about them, express those ideas properly. Okay, or I'm kind of seeing you in that way, okay, which means that you didn't give me a presentation, or you didn't present projects, or you didn't talk about certain things, but I'm kind of convinced, or I know you to be a very good conversationalist, like you know how to converse with people, you know how to kind of have small talk or go to deep conversations. You have good thoughts, okay, like it's very good thoughts you have, technically. I'm thinking that way. I'm not gonna forget the challenge. So you have the Nine of Pentacles connected to you. My challenge connected to you. It's more perhaps to communicate, pardon me, more properly with you. And when I'm communicating, though, I need to kind of have an equal give and take with you. So if I'm gonna communicate with you, it's not gonna be just me talking about myself. It's about me active listening and conversing with you, perhaps. Okay, so it's more like, or this is your challenge with this person, is regardless of how sensitive they also are the hurt type, perhaps, and they're the type that regrets things. So you knowing this, perhaps the insight or spirit wants you to understand that regardless of how emotionally available this person seems, you have to understand that you have to meet them halfway there. Okay, so if you're talking with them, you're not the only one talking. You have to also ask him or her certain questions. So there's that equal conversation happening. And you should not be afraid of standing on your own. You don't need other people to come and converse with this one. Or this person doesn't need to bring people. Or they themselves need to kind of wake up to the fact that they don't need to. No, this one is a more lone wolfy type of energy. So if this one is conversing with you, you don't need other people to have like that three-way talking. You can converse with this one equally as much. But that's also your challenge if you wish to kind of go through this lesson, perhaps, or go through this happiness, because this one, energy vibration wise, there's a lot of sparkles. So there's a sign here that it's meant to happen. Okay, and if ever you allow this to happen in your life, you're gonna feel happier in your daily life. I'm kind of sensing that way. Okay, so that's the energy here, because there's a lot of sparkles regardless of the missed opportunities or the regret this person goes through, or you yourself, you feel the regret. But the challenge here is to converse and stand your ground with this one. And don't be afraid to talk. Don't be afraid to discern things, because this one empowers this ability of yours. The analytical mind you have, the way you talk, regardless of how you talk. They believe that you have a certain mastery in the arts of expression, communication. It could be writing too, regardless of how you judge yourself to be, okay, or how you evaluate yourself to be, okay. In the middle section with the star energy and the King of Wands. So how do they feel towards you? They feel like there's something magical about you, or there is hope in this situation, or you're a person that can give them hope, or they have hope in the situation. Regarding spontaneous elements, okay, so this one, it could be, I don't know what it is, I'm just channeling the energy. I'm not gonna link them because I can go very diverse here. But with the King of Wands, it's a male, or it's a sensation. It could be that they're meeting you and they're kind of seeing you to be the very charismatic type of woman on a physical level, or the very like spontaneous, social butterfly, charismatic, short term though. It's like you're very good in a short term interval of time to, you know, master a situation. How can I explain this? So let's say I have a mission for you, okay? So if I say I have 10 kids, okay? Maybe it's kids, students, adults, teenagers, or customers, and I want you to entertain them for at least 2 hours. you'll be the type of person that will kind of, you don't need preparation at all. You're the type that's more improvising. You're the type that you're quick on your toes. You can definitely think about things. So you could sit down with those people and charismatically give them a speech about passion, motivate them, inspire them, give them aspirations, make them work, express themselves, dance, I don't know, play. You're very quick on your toes like that, okay? Because one, you're very mentally stimulating and stimulated. Two, you're very charismatic, and you know how to kind of entertain people very fast. So you're the type of person that could be very popular, or you're very passionate, and it's like people are you're magnetizing, let's say. You're the type of person that I would go to, because you're quick on your toes, you know how to entertain them, regardless of age, everybody participates. It's that kind of dynamic I kind of see you as, okay? So this one, it's more that dynamic, okay? This is how I feel about you. I feel like you're the type of person that brings a certain spark with you when you enter a room. I would also say that you're a very good leader, perhaps on a short-term basis, okay? So in a scale of, let's say, 2 hours, I would kind of trust you. Or it's like, if we need to think about something very quickly, you would be the go-to person on the spot. Okay, so it's more that dynamic. It's empowering. It's not everybody who has that power, that ability to do. Okay, so this one encourages that kind of approach. Okay, with the Page of Wands, I'm also kind of thinking that you're the very successful. Okay, so this one is more like this person, how they feel towards you is that you have a lot of potential. Okay, and you are very, you know, like accepting type of person, and you're kind of like, you're eager about learning new stuff. Okay, so you have a certain mastery over your passion. You know how to kind of roll things up, spice things up, and you're mentally stimulating, etc. But not only those things, you're also eager to learn. So it's either you're teaching things to many people because you yourself learn about those things, as you're also looking at opportunities of learning. So this one, you're the type that is very mental, which is very good because you absorb situations. You're very observant in some way. You know how to communicate. You have a lot of knowledge. And also, you're very successful in their opinion. So how they feel towards you is more like they would give you a try always, okay? So be it I need to hire you, or be it I need you, you are needed with this person, okay? It's like you're a very important key element for this person. Be it it's love, be it it's not, but this one is more business, I'm kind of sensing. And this person is a very lone wolfy type of person. Now, if this is love, then this is what I'm feeling towards you overall, is that you're the charismatic type of woman or man, and you're hopeful. You give me hope, you give me faith in situations. So if I'm having issues, you're able to help me out. It's like that. This is how you make me feel, kind of thing. But mainly what I'm kind of sensing, it's either about your person, this is how they seem, like they're very sensuous, or very sensitive, more shy and reserved, introverted, let's say, but deep down inside, your person might be very, you know, mental also, and they have regrets, but connected to you, what they're thinking or analyzing or evaluating you to be is this type of person, okay? But it's feeling, this is how I feel about you overall, that you give me hope, and I need you in my life, technically. I need your skills in my work environment. I need your skills in my family environment. I need those skills in my work environment. It varies. It could be community oriented. It could be fashion environment. It could be writing, editor and chef kind of situation. I don't know. Varies from one situation to the other. It could be love, as it could be business, as it could be a community environment, leadership, and C-suite. Okay, so that's what I had for pile 2. Okay, now pile 3, whoever it shows, the Fountain Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see, how does this person feel about you authentically? Okay, so genuinely could be the word. So this one, there's a lot of Zen vibes here, but Zen vibes, okay? Even the heartbreaking card is definitely more zen, okay? Like I channeled the Himalayan hills, mountains, and it's more like nothing is impossible for this one, okay? So this one has a certain peace of mind kind of dynamic, okay? Like they're very peaceful, and they're very mindful, perhaps. Could vary, okay? So we'll see what the cards are gonna say, but that's the energy I'm tapping into. Because the fountain for me, it's more like I kind of channeled the sound of the rhythm or the sound of water falling, okay? So it's very comforting, it's very calming, like that. Okay, so regardless of the challenges, if there's judgment, if you've judged me or you feel guilty about something, this one will not kind of waste time on it. And even if they were to waste time on it, because they're very mindful or like zen, they'll kind of accept it. Okay, so this one, time heals everything, okay? And words don't hurt them too much really, because they don't have an ego. This one, their ego is very little. Like they don't have, like you can't, it's like you can't flatter this one easily. You can't manipulate this one easily. It's not a manipulated type of person. So if you have controlling tendencies, it doesn't work on this one. They'll kind of calmly either leave or calmly explain it to you once, twice, 3 times, but if you don't understand it, you're impatient with them, they'll just let you go very easily, okay? So if this one, you're interested in this man or this woman, and you're kind of like not understanding why they're not communicating with you, for some of you, just kind of reevaluate how your behavior was with this one. And if you have controlling tendencies, like you always mention that they're not giving you enough time, they're not investing a lot in the relationship, you're kind of like, whenever they're kind of including you in other Discord conversations or group chats, and you still feel like they're not giving you attention, but then again they're doing what you're asking them to do. This one, it's more like the act of being ungrateful towards what they're doing for you is gonna kind of let's say you have a bond, okay? Like this bond has like 5 strings attached to it. You acting this way, it's like every time you're kind of calling him or her and arguing with him, or you're kind of having fits of anger, you're kind of screaming at them, or when you talk with them your tone is very high. This one doesn't tolerate high speeches, they don't tolerate controlling tendencies. So this one, I will not be shocked if you kind of acted that way with me and I tolerated it for, let's say, a year. A year is the maximum I would give this one, okay? So if you have toxic tendencies and you're aware of them, just understand that this person doesn't tolerate that kind of behavior. You cannot control me. Your words don't matter. And if I'm like, they don't matter, no. Like if you're disappointed, you mentioned discontent, this one will not try to please you. After 5 tries, I've given you what you wanted and you're still not content with them, I will not work hard on it. It's really not worth it, in their opinion. It's like that. It's the mindset of this one. It's like, I don't have an ego, but I don't waste my time with people who don't know how to appreciate me. You think that they're not appreciating you, but this one has a, like, they tolerate until a year just to give you that chance to kind of wake up to your behaviors and how to kind of, like, I'm not gonna say heal it, but like this type will give you the time you need. But you acting spoiled with them will not work. You acting like it's a privilege to be with you doesn't work with them. This This one will respect you, definitely. They will always respect you, but you're gonna think like they're not respecting you because you're greedy for their attention. You need their attention. You're more codependent on their attention. It's very triggering for some people, but if you need to hear it from me, I'm gonna say it, okay? Now, I haven't opened up the deck yet, but this is what I'm channeling. So for some of you, if you do have those tendencies, or you yourself are the person I'm mentioning, like you're the mindful type, etc., and you're kind of like dealing with somebody who's kind of like having fits of, you know, controlling tendencies, like telling you that you should like spend more time with them, you're not good enough, you're not kind of giving them the attention, etc., then this perhaps might be your perspective, okay? As it might be the other person's perspective, but then again, it's normal, we all go through this. Okay, so if it's triggering, you can definitely stop the video. You don't need to watch this. I will apologize if you need an apology. But then again, I'm going to keep on moving. Okay, so we'll see. Okay, so how do they feel towards you? You have the Two of Coins. So they're limboing with you. Okay, or you're limboing with them. The challenge here, your challenge or their challenge with the Death card, perhaps. So I will need to change as I might not need to change. So you have the Three of Pentacles with the Devil card in reverse. So it's definitely the reason why I'm limboing with you is because of your, like, I'm sensing you wish to control me, or you're kind of thinking I'm controlling you by not approaching you, as it could be the other way around in the form of I'm trying to control you and you're not kind of, yeah, this one is definitely before I even kind of opened the deck, I kind of channeled it. You have the King of Coins, so like, okay, this one look like I already channeled it before I kind of opened the deck. Look, if you want a new beginning with me, let us talk, okay? And if you're ready to change, if you're the one who has like this, you feel like I'm not satisfying you, if you feel like I'm not satisfying you, then this is definitely, you have to cut the cord with this one, okay? Like, I'm telling you, like, you're the one who's clinging on to them, and they're kind of like, this is what they're thinking. So it could be a very triggering reading, as it could be very can give you the insight, and it can give you the choice. You will decide if you wish to cling on to them, or give them another chance, or give yourself another try with this one, okay? This one could either, like, okay, I'm just gonna read this in different ways, okay? Like, I don't know if I'm gonna kind of continue on with the different cases, but let me just kind of give you different point of views, and you're gonna kind of know if it's triggering. Now, if it's triggering, you can definitely click off, as I mentioned it. There's nothing to be ashamed of, and you can definitely judge me. I don't care, okay? So I don't care, because I'm doing this, it's a calling, okay? So if it's useful to you, you need a person to say this to your face, I'm saying it, okay? If you don't want to hear about it, you kind of said, like, you already knew about it, then definitely you knew about it, okay? So with the Two of Coins, okay, so I'm limboing with you, okay? Like, I'm trying to juggle you in a natural and like I'm understanding emotions are here, okay? It's unsettling. Your emotions are unsettling, or my emotions are starting to unsettle a bit, okay? Because I'm the more mindful type of person. I don't have that much, like, I don't have a big ego, this one, whoever I am in the situation, okay? It could be reverse psychology here too, okay? So you're gonna know if you're the one I'm talking about, or it's the other way around. So with the Two of Coins, look, I'm already understanding that for you, what I'm giving you is not enough for you, okay? So I'm kind of seeing this, okay? So I'm seeing the good things in our relationship as I'm seeing the bad things in this relationship. So if you have toxic tendencies, or there's something about your personality that's, everyone has a good side and a bad side about them, okay? It's just a question of if our dynamic works well or not will determine if we're gonna kind of continue the relationship or not, right? So for me, it's more like I see the good things and I'm seeing the bad things, and I'm juggling those things in my hand, okay? I'm understanding that there are nerves here that are being triggered, be it it's mine or yours, you'll know, okay? So that's the dynamic here. That's how I'm feeling about you. I'm limboing with you. Why I'm limboing with you is because I'm very aware of your controlling tendencies, and I've been communicating them lightly with you, okay? I'm still communicating with you. It's not like I'm not communicating, okay? And you know that you have many ways to communicate with me, right? You know how to communicate with me, right? Or you are communicating with me, and I'm communicating with you, but deep down inside, I'm trying to manipulate the situation, because if I'm the mindful type, I can manipulate situations very easily because I'm aware of things, right? I'm aware of your toxic tendencies. Now, if it's not toxic tendencies, I'm aware of your pattern, right? Every moon cycle, there's something, okay? Or every time your period is gonna start, you have this kind of pattern or this routine. Every time at work it's not working out, you're acting a specific way with me, be it you're a woman or you're a man, okay? I'm not saying periods for only females. Males also have their own mood swings, okay? Be it you're the emotional type of guy, the more passionate type of guy, the more mental type of guy, or the more, I don't know, like stable type of guy too. Okay, everyone have their pros and cons, and they have their own like good sides and bad sides, and this one is very aware of your patterns. Okay, every time there's something that went wrong through your behavior, or through how you're talking with me, or through how you're texting way, the word setting, okay, like the way you're kind of using your words tells me very precisely what happened. So that's where I'm like, you feel like sometimes I write to you, this is what happened again, right? That's what I text you. Or do you want to go out for coffee or something of the sort? So this one, I feel like the person is very calming to you. That's why you want to keep this one. But then again, you're frustrated when they don't give you the attention you're thinking you want. But this one is more self-content. That's why it will not kind of be codependent on you. And sometimes when something goes wrong on their side, you care about them, or that's why you want to kind of get their attention, or you want them to talk about it. But this one, it's more the type that it's self-regulating, okay? So if they feel comfortable, they're going to talk with you, and they're going to deal with the situation on their own. It's a bit like that. So there are certain blockages in this one because you're two different people, but the relationship and the preservation of the relationship is in both your hands, okay? So working through the differences is always the main key, or juggling the situation in the best way possible is the main key here. So there are certain compromises that you need to do, but then again, you have to feel comfortable, and you should not regret it later on, okay? So varies from one person to the other. So let me just continue on. So with the 5 of Coins energy in the initials, how did I feel? Perhaps you, okay. Now, you as the viewer might not also be aware that when this person needed you, you were not there either. Okay, so you perhaps, because I did mention certain stuff, it's more complicated than it seems, and I cannot mention those things all the time because it's none of my business, but Diva's business. But I'm just gonna channel it here fast, and you'll know what happened, okay? So in the initial phase with the 5 of Coins, it's either because of the differences, okay? You're a different person than this one, okay? So this one is more self-content, it's more, you know, zen, mindful, they deal with their own shit, they're more solution focused, they don't have that big of an ego, which means that they don't have that much expectations from you, right? But if you do have a lot of expectations from them, and they met you several times, 5 times in the initial phase, and you didn't meet in the places that they found it important. Perhaps you didn't see the importance in it, but it was important for them, and you didn't invest, or you didn't give that equal give and take in the time where they needed you in that specific phase. They felt alone in the situation. But as I mentioned, this type didn't have expectations from the start. But if they gave you certain stuff, at least if they were there when you were going through a breakup, they were there when you were having a crisis, or they were there when you had family issues, and they kind of helped you solve it. And when they needed you somehow, you were too preoccupied by other stuff, with your own stuff. So even if they had certain things that they needed your help collaborating, perhaps you were talking more about yourself, and whenever they were kind of they needed your support, it was more them giving you the attention than you giving them the attention. So reflecting the time, was there a time where you kind of needed to be there for them, or they looked off a bit? Were you there for them? Were you supporting them? Kind of thing. Now, you're gonna be the judge of it. I was not there, so I cannot kind of say things, but you're gonna be the one kind of reminiscing or rethinking situations, because there's for sure a phase where it's either I needed your help and I helped you many times, but because you were very self-centered, okay? You always looked at me in the form of I was the healer, or I was the calmer person there, or I was the active listener always. Were you listening to me when I needed your support? This one, okay? Or did you come help me out when I needed your help? Let's say you had an issue and I knew you were having issues, because it's always you talking perhaps in the situation. It's always about you perhaps. And this one, because they're self-reliant, they don't mind not talking about you. But then again, it's like if there was no equal give and take in that way, this one will just communicate with you, but understand that these are your patterns. So this person might know about your own patterns more than you are aware of them. And for you, in your opinion, it's a must that this person understands you. But in a relationship, you have to prioritize the partnership. It's not only one-sided always. It's not only about your problems, okay? This one is more like, I'm gonna come all the time for you, but if I need your help, you're perhaps the type that would be like, oh, I'm not available to help you now, or oh, I'm working, or oh, I'm kind of doing something more important, kind of thing. So this one is more perhaps you were not aware you were doing these things, and this one kind of realized it within the year. That's why they stopped communicating with you, or they stopped giving you more time, or more availabilities, kind of thing. Now, with the King of Coins in the present moment, it's more like they have their shit together in some way, connected to you. So they're not feeling left out in the cold. Perhaps this one, in the initial also, I kind of channeled also that you broke up with them. You're the one that broke up with them, or you're the one that chose other people, hence why you kind of argued about something, and or something happened, this one acted a specific way, which was not very, like, it's not big in the way that they acted, but you took it very personally, and you kind of made a big fiasco out of a small thing. So you kind of broke up with them because of that, but you took them for granted, perhaps. Look, I don't know. Took them for granted, you broke up with them, and now you want to kind of recommunicate with them. So this one is more limboing with you, okay? Because they're very aware of your patterns, and if you broke up with them once, I don't know if they want to kind of give you a chance again. But in the near future, I'm kind of seeing that with the Fountain card, everything is possible, okay? As long as you're understanding here, this one. Because, look, it's not that I'm taking sides here. I'm just kind of saying what needs to be said, okay? So you can kind of, like, see it, perhaps. Self-evaluate without degrading yourself, and without kind of going ego-tripping on yourself either, okay? We're all learning, okay? It's all learning processes. And you can definitely have a new beginning, but this new beginning, you have to kind of get your shit together a bit, because this one has their shit together connected to you. So they know what your patterns are, they know how you broke up with them, and they kind of evaluated it, kind of thing, okay? So when it comes to you, they're limboing. It's limboing energy. It's more like I'm juggling the situation. And for some of you, just understand that they don't have an ego, but they can also get irritated with you, okay? The amount of time you were irritated with them, but then again, just understand that it's like once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times out of 10, I'm a human being at the end of the day too, right? I have my own limitations too. I have my own limits and my boundaries too. Can't be, like this all the time and get your way all the time. It's a relationship, it's not revolving around you all the time. Not just because I don't have a big ego doesn't mean that I don't have an ego. I don't have an ego, right? just because I have a good tolerance, or I'm very patient, I'm an active thinker, right? It's like, look at it like that. It's like I have other options too, regardless of how you see me. If you think that you're privileged, then understand that being with me is a privilege too, right? It's a bit that dynamic you have to wake up to. You cannot control this person. You'll be the judge of that. But my challenge, whoever I am, connected to you, is more like with the death cards, I need to transform here, connected to you. So if I'm going to be with you, I need to kind of, regardless of what I know about your patterns, I will need to change if I want to be with you, right? Be it I'm gonna step up my game and kind of like control you because you controlled me technically. But this one, there was no element of you were really controlling them. They were going with your flow. You have to wake up to that. I was going with your flow and you thought that you were controlling me this one. Or it's the other way around. They thought they were controlling you, but you were going with their flow. But this is their mentality. It's both ways, okay? Like, I'm going vice versa here, okay? It could be very triggering as it could be empowering, but then again, you'll be the judge of it. Both sides can have their shit together in this situation, okay? It's just that you need to transform with this person. So if you're going with the flow, then you have to kind of show this person that you had boundaries set. You had, like, limitations. Just because you're not the type that will argue all the time, you're not the type that kind of stresses and, you know, is irritated all the time, doesn't mean that their ways and their patterns are going to work on you all the time. Because you were kind of flowing with them. You were collaborating with them when they were taking you for granted. It's a bit that dynamic, right? Because sometimes you can tolerate, but then again, you're kind of realizing somehow that you kind of letting certain things go made this person think that they were superior to you, right? They had the last say kind of thing. But then again, you could have always kind of cut the strings altogether, right? You didn't communicate with them. You kind of left them in silence so that they can reflect on it. But then again, they're not you. They're not the type that thinks like sits down and meditates or, you know, cleanses themselves or pampers themselves like you do. It's a bit that dynamic here, okay? I'm giving both sides. Okay, so you have the Five of Wands energy here. So just understand that there is competition, or regardless of how uncommunicative or because there's one side that thinks that the other person is not communicating with them, or they're not doing their job because they have expectations from them, because they like to control the person, right? It's all about them. Now, there's the other one is more like, I'm the more zenner type. I don't need to kind of text all the time. I don't need to kind of show other people that I'm with somebody. I don't give a shit if I'm alone or I'm kind of going. It's a more, okay, there's one energy that's more, I need people around me to feel safe. Okay, like I'm more extroverted, and there's the other one that's more introverted energy. I can do stuff on my own. I like privacy. You know, like people, when they criticize me, I don't give a shit about it. And the other one is more like, if they criticize me, why did they say that? Okay, it would be the type that would gossip about the situation, talk shit about the person, you know, and it's normal things. This is very normal, okay? There are some people that just think and reflect over and it doesn't really matter to them, and there are some people that's more like, why did they say that? Okay, why did they say that? Why are they not satisfied? Why are they not giving me the attention? If I'm doing this much, why are they not including me? You know, it's like that. It's very like agitated a bit, or it thinks about why people are not including them. You know, it's more friendly, or it's more like friends matter for them, and it's like the more popular they are, the better it is. You know, it's a matter of choices and a matter of personality and a matter of preferences. Okay, and everyone has their own rights. Okay, it's just that every energy has a certain manifestation. That's what I'm trying to describe here. Okay, so the Five of Wands, it's more like, look, even though you broke up with me and I get my shit together now, it's more like I know where I stand with you kind of thing, okay? Be it you have controlling tendencies, you're trying to control me, or be it it's the other way around, I'm kind of very aware that you have other options. So if you're texting your exes, or if there are other girls around you or other boys around you and you're not able to control me, I'm very aware that there are other people around you too. So this one is more like how I'm feeling is that anything is possible. Be it you broke up with me, and because I'm not communicating with you, I know for a fact that you have other girls you're texting or other boys you're texting. I'm aware of it. That's why the energy here in this middle section is that I'm limboing with you. It's either I know you're juggling me with other people, or I know that I'm their priority, let's say, but then again at the same time, you have distractions. Right? If you're the charismatic or the more friendly or popular type of person, female or male, I'm very aware that you're texting other girls, okay? Because this one, it's more like they're very aware. It's a very aware person. It might be a person that's very introverted, but they will accept things the way they are, okay? So be it you want this one is precious to you and this relationship matters to you, then the viewer, be it you're the controlling type, it's normal, okay? I might be a controlling type of person too. I understand those perspectives. I might not live like that, but I understand both perspectives, okay? Be it I'm saying this in a good way or a bad way, I understand every point of view, okay? It's just that if you're the one who's the more controlling type, I'm precious to you, then definitely situation can change. I'm trying to say that to you guys. It's just that you have to understand that differences are important here, and you have to kind of valorize the partnership you have with this one. And this one has met you eye to eye. But if the relationship is not satisfying you and you have other people that are more compatible with you, this one I'm saying, if you're texting another person, I'm not going to be the type that's going to kind of comment how you choose me instead. You understand? I'm going to be like the type that's more like, oh, okay, you're texting this girl or this guy, then okay, I'm kind of looking at it in the form of, oh, something new is happening in your life. So it's more like you chose this, so go with this. It's like that, the dynamic. I'm kind of feeling like you're starting a new phase with another person, which means that you broke up with me. It's a done deal. So my challenge connected to the situation is I need to change as a person and start new with somebody else. It could be many ways. As it could be I'm precious to you. You want to work through the differences. Everything is possible. Because you're waking up to the fact that I have other options too, right? It's a bit like that. So the whole dynamic of the relationship about how they feel is that, be it you want to be with them, you prioritize them, then you have to change as a person yourself and work through the differences and prioritize the relationship, the partnership you have with this person. And wake up to the fact that just because I don't have a big ego doesn't mean that I don't have an ego. Okay, doesn't mean that I don't have limitations or boundaries. Okay, you can definitely start new with them, but if you have other people, your dynamic is better with them, then this one, if you're texting with somebody else or you're dating with them and you broke up with them, this one will not text you again. Because if they heard or if they know that you're dating somebody, if you're kind of posting new pictures with new girls or new guys, or you're hanging out with friends and you're kind of posting it on social media, this one's seeing it and is understanding that you have new stuff happening in your life. Okay, and if you're communicating with me, could also be that you're trying to control me. How I'm feeling this one, it's more like I'm gonna go with another one. Okay, so this one is done for one of you. The other one is more like perhaps you're juggling me. How I'm feeling is that you're playing with me. Okay, and why I feel that way is because you're communicating with me, but also you're flirting with me. Okay, so the way you're approaching me or the communication is that you're flirting with me. You're flirty. And my challenge with the death card is more to transform in this situation. I need to change as a person, right? And in the initial with the 5 of coins is how I felt towards you in the initial phase is that you're just flirting with me and then you kind of ghosted me a bit. And in the present moment with the King of Coins is more like if you ghosted me, then definitely I kind of realized I had to get my shit together. I need to feel stable within myself. and to give myself a new chance, right? With the Five of Wands and the Fountain card, it's more like because I had my shit together and you ghosting me woke me up to me kind of recognizing and, you know, feeling stable within myself. I'm kind of starting to see other people that could be my potentials. And with the Fountain card, it's more like I'm kind of expecting new beginnings connected to other people. Now, this is one. This is the second one. The third one is more like I could definitely be the more controlling type of person myself here. Okay, so I'm saying there's many variables. So if I'm the more controlling type of person, it's more like I'm trying to juggle you here. I might have another girlfriend, or I might kind of have codependency issues. Okay, I myself have codependency issues. Okay, I kind of like people to give me attention. I'm not satisfied if I'm ignored. Okay, if I'm ignored, it's the worst day of my life. Okay, like things go bad and I'm not happy and I'm irritated and I kind of project my anger on people. I argue. I'm the type that's like, there's nothing, I create something to kind of, you know, project my anger on it. Okay, and then kind of like feel better afterwards kind of thing. So how I'm feeling in the main situation is that I'm trying to juggle you. And why I'm trying to juggle you is because it's like we're friends, or we're kind of texting each other, or like chit-chatting, or we start recently to kind of like talk to each other, send each other Snapchat pictures, Netflix and chilling a bit. And with the Devil card, it's more like I have controlling tendencies. I like to control you. I like to kind of feel like I have power over you. I have certain addictions. I feel sometimes empty inside. Okay, it's normal, guys. Okay, so in some way I'm more like the type that likes to control people in the relationship. I'm the more controlling type. I'm not the type that will submit easily. Okay, etc. Okay, so what's my challenge connected to is more like to change as a person, perhaps to kind of work through the differences between you and me. Okay, so in the initial with the Five of Coins, it's more like I felt ghosted by you, or I felt like I was not included by you, or you didn't include me properly, or you were kind of like giving me the cold shoulders, or I myself entitle myself to kind of make you feel not wanted, because I'm the popular type of guy or girl, right? So people work around me, people want to be pleased or please me, impress me. So it's more like, who were you so that I would kind of approach you and make the first steps, you know? It's a bit that dynamic, a bit. And then with the King of Coins in the present moment in the middle section, it's more like I have my shit together. I'm the type of the person that I know that I'm attractive, I know I'm charismatic, I know I'm magnetic, I know I'm popular, you know, I know I have money, and people just kind of lurk around me because I'm this type of man or woman, right? So if I'm kind of feeling that way with the Five of Wands and the Fountain card, it's more like I have many options and I'm observing my options. I know I have options, right? So if I'm texting you, then I'm texting another person too. Because in some way, if I feel empty inside, I'm not gonna be satisfied with just one person. Specifically, if I'm a player or a playerette, I like many people liking me, then I like it when I have many options. Varies from one person to the other, okay? You know if I'm the type that does that or not, okay? So this one, it might be that I'm texting many girls or many guys at the same time. And I've ghosted you in the initial because perhaps you were not the popular type of girl and it's like me dating you, or you know, I don't have any benefit being seen with you, then I don't need to waste my time with you, this one. And if I'm wasting my time, it's because I feel good with quantity, this one. It could be that I'm more a quantity over quality type of person. Okay, so you'll know if it's as negative as that, or if you have those kind of mental patterns within yourself. If you kind of see yourself this way, then there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, it's just a manifestation. Okay, so you have many options and you're kind of realizing, or they're realizing that they have options. So for some of you, it's more like, even if I was not a player, let's say, as I have many cases, okay? Even if I was not a player, like me waking up to the fact that I am wanted by many females or males and I'm still not ready to settle down, then definitely I'm juggling you with somebody else. It could be. Okay, so it varies from one person to the other. Okay, so if you need me to apologize, I'm gonna apologize. Okay, it's not a question of I'm judging you a specific way, it's I'm channeling things here. Okay, so if it's hurtful, it's not meant to be hurtful, it's just words. Remember, it's just words. Okay, it's not me trying to kind of make you feel bad about being this way. For me, you're yourself, you have your own karma, you have your own lessons in life, and you will learn them when it's right for you. Okay, so I cannot judge you. Okay, I can just love you and respect you. Regardless of what I said, it was always meant in a respectful manner. Okay, so if it's not respectful in your opinion, it's not respectful. I cannot control that much. Okay, so it's just, look, it's not to be hurtful. Okay, so it's just a lesson. You're gonna know if you're this point of view or that point of view, or if I went very negative. You'll know where you stand. Okay, I have no way of controlling your life, and your image is how you see yourself. For me, you're a human being at the end of the day. Okay, and please respect me. That's all. Okay, so if you want to dislike, comment down below. If it was useful, you can definitely share it for other people, whichever way it is. And you can subscribe to my channel, donate to my channel, however you want. Okay, if there's negative comments, you can definitely write them. I will just accept it, even if it's hurtful or it's not. It's in your hands. Okay, that's it. Now pile for whoever chose vice versa tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see how this woman or this man who does not have a filter feel about you. Okay, so for some of you, this person really doesn't have any filter. Okay, that's the first thing I channeled this time around. Okay, I could definitely be a Pisces, I could definitely be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, as it's not really important. Okay, it could be a woman as it could be a man. You're gonna be the judge of that. Fudge. I think there's some cards that are in, but just gonna, we'll see if they come. So you'll be the judge of that. Okay, so sign is not important, but for some of you, I'm kind of channeling, we're talking or we're dealing with water signs. If it's not water signs, it's a person that's not afraid to mention the truth to your fucking face. Okay, so this one, I don't know why I said the fucking face, but if you irritated me, you pissed me off, okay, you're not stopping what you're doing, and I told you several times. So this one, it could be that there's tension in the relationship. Could be. As there's no tension, it's just there was an argument. And if it's not an argument, it's an acquaintance, it's a person you don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I don't know. For some of you, I'm just channeling this person doesn't have a filter. Okay, if they like you, they also express their love in a very crazy way. Okay, I don't have a filter. Like if you're not comfortable with the amount of love I'm showing you, I don't feel weird. This one is more like if they have a huge ass crush on you, they're not gonna be the type that's gonna kind of like shy away a bit. This one is more the type that will put their emotions first. Okay, so regardless of how you're feeling, if you're feeling awkward, if the love is not welcomed on your end, this one has a way to kind of like put it to your face. Okay, like if let's say I'm in love with you. Okay, and you don't like me at all. You don't love me. It's like you're pissed off by it, let's say, and you're kind of making me jealous, or you're kind of showing me that you're dating other girls or other guys. I'm still not gonna give up on you. Okay, this one is like, oh my god. Holy shit. Okay, so this one you'll know, okay? But this one, it's not gonna give up on you, and for some of you, it could be very bothersome, okay? So, good luck. Okay, so it's that way. I don't know. We'll see what we're gonna get, okay? It could be that I hate you. You're the one who's in love with me, perhaps, but I hate you. Could be that way, and I'm not afraid of showing you that I hate you. It's like that. I have no filter like that. Okay, so it could be the other way around too. It could be love as it might really be hate. Okay, so what's the main situation? So for some of you, perhaps I'm in love with you, or I'm in love with somebody else, and I'm kind of showing you that I'm in love with somebody else. It's not you that I like, but I'll look, because what's your challenge perhaps connected to how they feel towards you? You have the Six of Swords, as it might be how I'm feeling connected to you. So the reason why it's this way is the Two of Swords with the Ace of Swords. Okay. What's the initial phase? How I felt towards... Okay, for some of you, if you know this one's interested in you, you know it. Okay, if I'm not interested in you, it's very clear to your face that I'm kind of like focused on something. It's definitely this energy. This woman. Yeah, definitely this. Okay. Okay, how do I feel towards you? Okay, I'm perhaps in love with you. Okay, you know I'm in love with you. Or I like you. I have a huge ass crush on you. I'm your suitor. And I faced you several times. Okay, like you see it. I'm not hiding anything. Okay, it's like that. It's like the love is very visible to your face. In my eyes. Okay, in my eyes. You see it in my eyes. Now, if I kind of have prolonged eye contact with you, if I care about you like that. For now, there's an element of distance, perhaps. There is distance here, but I don't have filter, though. Just a filter, okay? Specifically, if it comes to emotions, like everything is visible to you. Through the facial expression, through the eye contact, through the touch, through the senses. It's very easy for you to tap into. Okay, so if I'm not interested to you, it's very visible to you too, because I don't have a filter, this one. I don't like you, I show you I don't like you. You're not the one I like. Okay, it's like that. Now, if I like you, then definitely you'll see that I'm kind of very available to you, kind of thing. So it's... you're gonna know, because I don't know who I'm reading this to, and there's both sides. Okay, so with the Ace of Cups energy, it's more like, you know, I'm a suitor. Okay, like I'm definitely a suitor of yours. Like, for some of you, I'm not like, you can't treat me like an object, okay? Like, you can't treat me like I'm just a sex tool, or you can't, like, because I don't have a filter, okay? Can't treat me specific way. I don't allow you to treat me specific. It's like that, this one, okay? So, I'm not like your exes. I'm not like the girl that's gonna kind of give up on you, or something of that sort, okay? This one. But, why I feel that way with the Ace of Swords, you have the eagle with the success symbolism, and you have the mountain. So how can I read this in a simple way? Okay, so for some of you, I'm in love with you, but then again, perhaps you don't like me, right? You don't like me, or I'm not your type, or let's say I'm in love with you, I don't have any filter, but then again, my challenge is to kind of let go of certain mind patterns that don't serve me in this situation. Okay, so it's not a question of let's say you know that I like you, and perhaps you like me too, this one. There is an element of blockage connected to the mind space. Okay, so I might have mental blockages, but my emotions are not the blockage here. Emotionally, if I like you, you feel it. Emotionally, if I hate you, you feel it too. So you're gonna be the judge here if, like, because mental and emotional blockages are not the same, okay? Emotional blockage is more my emotions. I have more like a poker face. I'm more like mental. I'm more like an object, technically. But emotional, mental blockage, it's more like I don't know how to talk with you. I don't know how to express word-wise. So perhaps emotion-wise, you feel it. You sense it. So it's more sense-wise. There's no filter here, but talking wise there might be some blockage, so there's no communication, because I have the reason why it's the Ace of Cups. It's the Ace of Swords with the Two of Swords in reverse. I'm very emotional, okay? And like expressing my emotions word like serenading or like singing, talking wise, I might kind of need to get out of my self-judgment this one, because overall I'm interested in getting to know you better, okay? Like I'm learning about you, I'm asking about you, but not talking with you though, okay? Now if I'm talking with you, then if I talked with you, it meant that I wish to, okay, this one, it's like if they talked with you, just understand that they're getting out of their comfort zone. It's not a question of conveying the emotion. It's like, okay, this one. Emotion is different, talking is different, and getting to know is different here, okay? How are we gonna express this? So think that the way you feel is also the way you feel give me time, okay? Just give me time so I can kind of like know how to express this. Because talking just know I'm a very emotional type of person, okay? My emotions, I'm good in my emotions, okay? Like my emotions, like I'm good at expressing my emotions without talking, okay? So if you look at this person, okay, it's a person that you can understand if they're happy, they're sad, they're angry, they're frustrated, they hate somebody through the body, okay? Like the sparkle they have when they're happy, it's like sparkly. I don't need to talk with you, you know it. It's like that. People go in sync with me just because of the way I feel, okay? So if I feel a specific way, everyone around me understands it without me saying, oh, I'm happy. Oh, I'm ecstatic. Oh, I'm angry. Oh, I hate this person. You just feel it if you just look at me, okay? It's like that. So if I'm in love with you, you feel it when I look at you, okay? If I hate you, you feel it look at you, okay? I might not even look at you, okay? Or I look at you, but then again, I make sure you see that I'm not looking at you. I hate you kind of thing, okay? So it's very easy like that, okay? This person doesn't have boundaries with people, okay? Emotional boundaries, I don't have any. That's why I'm saying it's no filter. I don't even need to talk to you, okay? I'm the type that will like absorb you, or you'll feel like I'm invading you just by loving you or hating you. It's like that, okay? So you feel things with this one. I don't need to say anything to you. You feel it. It's like that. My emotions, Like if my heart is pumping, you're gonna feel like your heart is pumping too. You're gonna hear my heart pumping in your ears, okay? Like it's like that. This could be telepathy, or it's just how the person is, okay? Everyone feels it in this person. Okay, so I have no filter like that. The whole room knows I hate something, or I don't want to be there, or I don't need to say anything. It's like that's the energy you have to understand. Okay? If I'm in love with you, I want to get to know you better, and I spoke to you several times. I was like, it's more like a mountain for me to climb. So this one is not used to expressing itself verbally. Okay? Or this person doesn't like to talk like that. They like to just feel, or they like to just, like, if I like you, I'm just gonna kiss you, okay? If I like you, I'm gonna sit on top of you, okay? And I'm gonna gaze in your eyes and stuff. It's like, it's the person that doesn't talk. It's either I don't talk, I can't talk, perhaps, and that's the blockage here, as it's I can talk, but like my like using my emotional intelligence, or using this telepathic in sync energy, this boundary element is it's my mastery, okay? I have a mastery over this. I'm a very warm-hearted woman, okay? I'm kind-hearted, I'm emotionally I'm there for you, I'm emotionally intelligent, etc. But like love-wise or expression-wise, this one, it's like a person that we're gonna, for you to understand, I don't know how to communicate. We're gonna go that way. I don't know how to communicate, or I'm aware. Like, if I'm communicating, it's not the, like, I can't say this. It's so hard. You just feel with this one, okay? You just feel. Words cannot describe how this person feels, okay? Like, words cannot express just how much they love you. It's like that. Okay? So if I'm saying hi to you, it's not enough to express just how happy I am to see you. Okay? It's like words are not enough to express how I feel about you. It's like that. Okay? So this one, there's a blockage in the form of expression. Just understand. If intuitively, or how do they act with you? Okay? So if I act lovingly with you, just know I love you. Okay? I don't need to say hi to you. My loving gaze, like, is equal me kissing you, me, like, acknowledging you there, me just being happy seeing you. It's like that, okay? Now, based on how good our relationship is, so if I were, this one, I feel like you're not talking to each other. There's a lot of distance. So, like, and they're happy to see you, this one. I feel happy. I feel like I have a friend in you. You're my friend, perhaps. This one. But my challenge here is to kind of let go of certain mental patterns. So this one might have been hurt, or this one has a certain blockage communicating, or it's just simply you guys are both acquaintances. This one is in love with you, and there's no filter in the way that they're expressing the love. So you're very sure that this one is interested in you, but your only blockage here on your end is that you're not communicating, right? So if you're interested in this one, just understand that this one needs to get out of their mind, like their thoughts that this person has that are blocking the relationship. Okay, so if you need to talk with them, then definitely go and talk with them. And if this one has nothing to mention, just focus on the way you feel with them. Okay, how they make you feel. Okay, and it's like that. So okay, this one is the type of person that will make you feel like they want to hug you. So based on how they make you feel, you act on it. It's as simple as that, this one. Okay, so I'm just saying. Oh my god. Okay, so just know that this one was, in the past, this one was learning about you, okay? This one wanted to give you a try. No matter how weird it was, I don't know, like, you perhaps you felt weird with this one, or you kind of never seen this type. Perhaps it's not your type either. But then again, there's something like, there's no filter. I don't, my emotions are very clear to you, okay? The only blockage here is that I don't know how to talk with you. That's the problem. Or I'm stuck in my head, connected to your judgment. This one, how do you feel? For now, you and I are not communicating, okay? For now, you're not communicating with each other. Why so? Because talking with you will be a success, and it's gonna be my biggest challenge, okay? I'm ready to face that challenge, but like internally, like there's something I don't see perhaps here. Like, can I get another energy? Why do I have the Ace of Cups though? Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna go with my intuition because it's hard for me. Like, perhaps I'm saying things for you to understand, perhaps. Just when I don't talk that much, okay? I just convey what I want you to do to me. So this one, through the eye contact, you guys have a certain telepathy, okay? If you are receptive to this one, okay? But this one, I feel like this person uses this method with everyone. I have no filter emotionally. So my facial expression, my face expresses everything. My body expresses everything. If I'm emotionally satisfied, I'm not, I'm angry, I hate somebody, I'm not working, or this person's not collaborating with me, I don't say words. I show my emotions on my face, in my eyes, like with my hands. Like my hands act a specific way. My feet are, like, my posture speaks for itself. Now, if I like you, I want to get to know you, my eyes and my expression are going to show it too. If I want you to hug me, or I want to hug you, but I'm not sure if you're okay, you're going to feel it too. I have a certain talent, perhaps, to make you understand me without me talking. If you tap into it like that, okay? So if you're in sync with me, don't hesitate on your instinct, because you have telepathy with me. You have it. Everyone has it with this one. It's their talent. That's the no filter element here. I show it to your face, my emotions. Okay? Based on how well you tap into your emotions, you will know. But this one, you know it. You know it. I like you, you know it. I'm stuck in my head though, perhaps you don't see that. Or you're thinking there's a blockage in communication because you're the type that communicates, or your previous people that were interested in you always approached you. This one uses a different method. You're in sync with me 100% already. If you're not approaching me, I'm telling you you're not approaching me when I want you to approach me. If I like you and I'm a bit shy, I'm showing you that I'm very happy seeing you, but I'm not ready to face you yet. You feel it too. It's like that. That's the dynamic, okay? So also, I also tap into your energy. If you're the type that's more investor type, you're more like the rich type, you're more like the money matters, business matters, stuff like that, and I might not be perfect for you, I kind of feel those things like that, okay? So this one, the Two of Swords, which is this energy, because this energy, it's not like I'm blind to the truths, okay? So it's more like I'm aware of certain truths, and I'm very intuitive, okay? So this one could be either psychic, it's a person that's very, like, I have talents, okay? Like, I have talents. I'm intuitive, I'm emotional, I feel your emotions. Everyone's emotion is available to, I can feel people's emotions as people can feel mine. So there's no boundary with people connected to emotions. It's like, I can read your emotions open book. Like, you're an open book. Your emotions are an open book for me, kind of thing. So if you're not interested in me, I know you're not interested. If I feel like you are interested in me, but like I'm not meeting your standards, your financial standards, your, I don't know, scholar educational standards, I'm aware of that too. Or I'm aware that you're holding on to your business, or you're prioritizing business, or you're prioritizing your projects. I don't know if you're a real estate broker, or you kind of like to build your own empire. I'm kind of seeing that you're focused on that. But I'm the single type of woman or man. I'm more like naive, perhaps, as I could be a virgin for some part. You'll know, okay? Virgin Mary vibes a bit, but then again, it's a woman that has no filter. That's what I can say. Okay, I'm repeating myself because it was hard for me to express this through words, perhaps, for your point of view. Okay, so whoever's watching, okay, so just know that this one, how they feel is that they want to get to know you better, or when they approach you, they wanted to get to know you better when they were offering you an opportunity. Okay, so if I was single, you knew about it, and I was offering you my love, this one, you knew I liked you. Okay, or you knew I hated you. Okay, so it varies from one person to the others. I wanted to get to know you better in the past. In the present moment, with the Nine of Cups, it's more like, for some part, I think you're my type of person. You're my wish fulfillment a bit. I'm internally thinking, okay, because I wanted to give you a try in the initial. Okay, but I showed you I wanted to give you a try, this one. Or I kind of invested in getting to know you better. Now, investing in getting to know you better perhaps might be in the form of I'm observing you properly. I'm kind of like tapping. Because this one, I can kind of say this type of person will kind of feel your energy. Okay, so I'm kind of politically, like in my own way, I'm kind of getting to know you better. So getting to know you better without speaking with you could be that based on how people are talking about you, I'm kind of accumulating data. I'm not believing what they're saying, but about your achievements, or about what type of guy you are or girl you are, your exes, or your, I don't know, your friends, your cousins, or like mutual friends, or how people are saying things, and my own observation of you, how you played, or how you work, or how you, I don't know, like how you collaborate, how you speak with people, how you smile, how you look in my eyes, kind of thing. So it's all an element of how I feel connected to you. It's me getting to feel your energy, your emotions. As I mentioned, it's like your emotions are an open book for this one. Okay, so it's through your emotional state, or how you approach things, or how you connect with things emotionally, this one is accumulating data on you, kind of thing. Okay, so if it was clear in your head, with the Nine of Cups, it's more like based on all the data I kind of got through, or how you behaved with me, if I kind of approached you, how you looked at me in my eyes, or how you behaved, etc. I kind of like got the information within myself. So it's more like I looked at you and I kind of assessed that you could definitely be my type, or you could definitely be my wish fulfillment here. If I had like checklists connected to your character, or how you make me feel, or how I feel when I'm with you, how I feel when I look in your eyes, or how you feel connected to me, it's like that. Okay, so it's more like check marks I kind of went through, checklists. Okay, so if you had this, it's check, kind of thing. Now, how I feel towards you. Look, this one, I don't know who I'm talking to, but this woman or this man is set on you. Okay, they're set on you, but they know you're invested elsewhere for now. It's either you have projects, or they don't meet your standards, but this one, they're set on you. Okay, I can only say this, I'm set on you. Okay, so you know it. If you're in my life, then definitely I'm set on you. Okay, or I've seen you recently, or in the summertime, or I don't know, springtime, or winter time. I saw you frequently, once a week or 2 times a month or something of the sort, and you felt this way with this one. Just know that, I mean, if you're interested, definitely you can invest, okay? So this one is set on you for sure, okay? Like, I can just say they're set on you, okay? Or they're taken, but this one, it's definitely, I'm interested in you. In the intro or in the beginning, I said you'll know if I like you. Okay, so don't go on creating things. How did I make you feel? How did you feel when I was looking at you? Did I hate you? Or I liked you, I was a bit shy, okay? I liked you and I'm kind of like, I like you, you know? It's based on how I behave, okay? It's open book for you, okay? I have a way to make you understand how I feel. You can read it easily. Be it you're sensitive or you're insensitive, you feel it. It's at your face. I hate you, you sense it. I hate you with passion, okay? If I love you, I love you, like that. It's like that. You feel tingles in your heart, okay? I could be a heartbreaker if I'm like this, as I might not be, but this one, I have a talent to make people feel what I feel, understand how I feel. I impose it on them, even. It's imposing. For some people who don't want to understand or feel other people's feelings, this one, it's imposing sometimes. And they're not aware it's imposing. That's the secret you have to tap into. I'm not aware it's this imposing. And for some of you, I know very well it's imposing, but this is me. This is me. This is my personality. Okay, this is who I am, kind of thing. Okay, I'm intense and I'm jealous, or I'm like the emotional type. Okay, so motherly type. I'm the motherly type. Okay, like I could be a guy and I'm the motherly type. This one I just repeated everything at least 15 times, but it's okay. You needed to understand that. I hope you understood, okay? It's okay. Anyways, if you want to like, dislike, comment down below. Tell me if it resonated. If it didn't, I apologize, okay? I have nothing else to say, okay? So that's it. Now, pile 5. Whoever chose the Rider deck, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see, how does this person feel towards you, okay? So how do I feel? How do you make me feel, or how I feel towards you? But this one is more how I feel, but also how you make them feel, okay? So you have the King of Swords energy in reverse. That's the main situation. My challenge connected to you, or your challenge connected to me, is the Six of Wands. The reason why it's that way, it's the Magician. Okay. What's the main, the initial phase? It's a Wheel of Fortune. In the middle section, you have the Five of Wands energy. And then in the near future, you have the Fool with the Page of Swords in reverse. Okay. And below the deck, we have Knight of Wands, Nine of Swords, and Seven of Pentacles. So somebody's a bit anxious, okay? There is anxiety here, but then again, it's not the main thing, okay? There is a bit of anxiety connected to the situation, but overall, this person has their like, I'm not gonna say shit together, but it's not, because it's not exactly shit together energy. It's like, I'm approaching you mentally, okay? So feeling wise, there's not emotion, there's no emotion here, okay? It's more passion oriented and mental, okay? And even if it's the Magician, it's a person that's like I like to manipulate things, okay? I like to create as I like to destroy them, and I'm like a free thinker. I'm a free thinker, okay? So I recognize myself. I'm a very recognized person. I could definitely be famous, this person. They can definitely be very successful, or it's a person that has a lot of experience, okay? So I have a lot of experience, and I know how to stimulate people emotionally, mentally, financially, okay, passionately, charismatically. So I'm very knowledgeable, okay? I'm very intelligent. This person is very intelligent, very discerning. They're good with changing the perception. They know how to see things from different point of views, specifically if they're the Magician, okay? And specifically if they have a lot of experience. With the King of Swords energy connected to you, I'm more direct, okay? I'm more focused. I see it crystal clear what I want from you, okay? I don't know what they want from me. What do they want from you? Oh my god. Really? Is this what they want from you? Okay. Whatever they want, whatever I'm gonna say, you know it too, okay? So this one, there's nothing, like, whoever I'm reading this to, they know it also, okay? So you know it also what they want from you, okay? So you're not stupid at all, okay? Okay, this one, we're not gonna lie. It's a person that likes to cage. I'm not gonna say suffocate, but like drive you insane a bit, okay? So consciously, with a certain intention to entrap you. This one, it's more like I wanna make you feel conflicted. Like, I want you to feel like you have no say, you have no other choice. Really, is this what they want right now? Like, okay. This one, it's a man or a woman that doesn't like to be controlled, okay? Now, because they don't like to be controlled, they like to control, though. This one, they don't like to be controlled because they know how to, they recognize themselves. They're like the Magician, okay? So they can destroy and create as many times as they want. So whatever they want is the type of person that's like, it's a magician. I can do it. I can destroy relationships. I can kind of create new ones. And even if I kind of ruined our relationship, I'm the type that knows how to kind of mend the, like, merge back the relationship. So I will cut ties with you when I want to. I will kind of link them when I want to. So I'm more like a control freak a bit. Control freak in the form of I recognize myself. So it's a person that knows how to play with people's perception. It's a very trickstery type of man. We're not gonna lie. Overall, for now, it's not positive things I'm getting. Okay, it's not positive at all. Because you yourself, you sense it. There's something trickstery. There's something underneath the sleeve that's not like you feel it in your intuition. It's not a secret from you. You know it, you feel it. Just tap into your like your instinct, gut instincts, female or male, you sense it. How this person is approaching you, it's very mental, okay? It wants to use you like a chess piece. This one, it's that. I want to use you as a chess piece. I'm going to conflict you. I'm going to try to manipulate you, know what your weaknesses are, and then make you kind of stuck in those weaknesses so that I can kind of get out the hero here. So this one, it's more like a person that wants to use you so that he or she can kind of get to some either privilege or kind of be known as somebody who's a humanitarian or something of the sort, okay? So that's the dynamic here. This is how I feel. I have intentions towards you, but I need you as a chess piece. So you're a chess piece for this one, okay? So how they feel is that they have intentions to use you in a specific game or in a specific scheme. Scheme is the word. It's a project or a mission this person has, and they need to use you. They can sacrifice you, or it's by their terms somehow. And their challenge connected to this is to kind of succeed at controlling you or using you as a chess piece for something. I don't know what it is though. For some of you, it's more like being known in a community as a person that's charitable, or be known as a person that is nice and like, you know, people that found charities, and it's more like it's not them that kind of gave the money, but they used, or they kind of attracted known people to kind of invest in charity, and then they're the person that kind of showcase, and you know, they are known and they get awards because people saw them, or the newspaper wrote this article about them. So this one, it's more using you. Politician, perhaps. This one, it's definitely a person who's a politician, or who wishes to kind of be elected or something of the sort. So what they want is to use you, your important chess piece perhaps, and they're trying to kind of find weaknesses, or to kind of create a certain rumor so that you kind of, because you are not what the rumor is saying, but it's like a person that creates a certain rumor so that you get entangled in that rumor. And so for you to kind of solve that rumor, you have to act a specific way, right? But overall, it was just a scheme, whatever you call it. It's like, it was already strategized. It's like a mastermindy situation. This is how they feel towards you. I need you for a chess. I need you to do something, so I'm ready to kind of speak a certain gossip, or act a specific way, or kind of stimulate you somehow, so that you can definitely be my chess piece, like that. The challenge here with the Six of Wands is to succeed at gaining you as a chess piece, because this one is more a person that went to war and came back. But for you to go to war, you need to have a strategy, right? So it's more like sometimes you need to manipulate many people, or you are a piece, I need to use you. It's like that. And you have to willingly do it or subconsciously do it. But this one, there's a person who has a certain intention in using you in a specific manner, because they have an intention winning something, or being popular, or kind of gaining a sort of Nobel Prize or an award, something of the sort, okay? So it could be that you are the financial provider, as it's not an element of you need to be like you need to give money for me. It's not like you need to act a specific thing, or you need to write a certain article, or you need to kind of you know, be like bite in the bait. Like, I'm creating a bait, and if you kind of got stuck in the bait, or you kind of bit the bait, like you bit on the hook, let's say, you're stuck there, right? I caught you, kind of thing. So you're gonna do what I'm gonna tell you to do, be it you're doing it willingly, unintentionally, because this one you need to be very aware. This one, if your intuition is telling you something, then just follow it with this one, okay? Because it's a very sly person. It's like a fox, very sly, trickstery. So with the Wheel of Fortune in the initial phase, it's more like how did they feel towards you. It's more like it was fated that I meet you, or it was fated for me. In my opinion, it's fate. It's like karma. It's like it's meant to be kind of thing. And the Wheel of Fortune is also the hand, so it's the yed. So you do things with your own hands. So this one, it's the Magician, and the Magician uses their hand. It's not just their hand, but they have a certain talent in manipulating things the way they want it to be manipulated. So this one, they're fixated on you for now. In the past, they were fixated on controlling you. Right now, in the present moment, with the Five of Wands, it's perhaps things are working in their favor, or there's 5 people that they're already manipulating, or there's 5 other people that they're kind of observing. I don't know. And then in the near future with the Fool and the Page of Swords, it's more like they're gonna take the leap of faith and start discovering you. So this one, I don't know if they're gonna succeed. Their challenge is to succeed, but based on how you're gonna act or what your intuition is gonna tell you to kind of behave with this one, you're gonna behave connected to that. But in the near future, they're eager to study you more foolishly. So for some of you, perhaps it's like a person that tries to kind of manipulate you, but then at the end it's more like they're it's better I don't channel this, but it's more like if this person's trying to kind of be sly and, you know, manipulate you, then perhaps they're not kind of awake, but they're gonna be like somehow karma is gonna kind of turn in this person's case, regardless if it's the Magician or not. Energetically, what I'm channeling is that they cannot get what they want with you, okay? Because you face the person head on, right? And you kind of see things very clearly. So if you're the Chariot or you're the High Priestess, then the Magician, it's like a piece of cake for you, right? So this one, you know that this person's trying to manipulate you, or they kind of want to use you, but then again, they're not realizing that they're gonna kind of, the trap that they set for you, they're gonna be the one getting stuck in it, kind of thing. So sometimes, you know, a chess piece, like, you don't know you're gonna lose, but you're thinking you're gonna win. But then again, because it's like, I don't want to manifest things and I don't want you to expect certain stuff. I'm just gonna say, look, be careful with this one, okay? But you're already careful with this one. You're cautious. You're awake, connected to this one. That's what we want you to kind of understand, okay? So you just need to have faith in yourself. This one cannot use you unless you are used consciously, okay? And the only time you can be used by this one is if you're kind of not following your intuition, okay? So like an FYI, this one, it's karma is a bitch for this person. But then again, things will happen if they need to happen, but you are already aware of what's happening, kind of thing, okay? Just I needed to kind of reconfirm things for you, as it's not the case, okay? So if it's not resonating, then you can definitely change and go to another pile, okay? You can comment down below, okay, etc. Okay, so if it was useful, you can definitely share the video. If you want to like, dislike, comment down below. Up to you. If you want to subscribe to my channel, you can do so. If you want to hit the bell, etc., donate to my channel, all of these are down below in the description box, okay? And I'm very grateful for everybody out there, okay? So and be careful, okay? This one, but then again, it's not be careful, follow your intuition with this one. You know it, baby, okay? Be it you're a male or female. you know it for sure. This one, I'm 100% sure whoever watched it is more intuitive, or is more like, you feel it. It's clear to your eyes. Their behavior, their kind of like the show they put on, it's just a show. You see it. It's there to your face. Okay, they have that high priestess vibe. Okay, be it male or female. Okay, so this is the end for pile 5. Now pile 6, whoever chose the Light Visions Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see how they feel towards you. How do they feel towards you? This one, what's the truth, perhaps? You're aware of, as you might not be aware of. But if you tap into your intuition, or if you discern the situation more, you will understand it even more. Have faith in the way you see it. So you have the 9 of Chalices in reverse as the main situation, with 2 more. You have the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. So Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, they're all in reverse though. Okay. I was gonna say the reason. So we're gonna go with the reason why is that way. It's the 5 of Wands. What's their challenge connected to how they feel towards you? You have the Queen of Chalices on a physical level, and we have the Page of Pentacles on a physical level. So Page of Pentacles with the Queen of Chalices. In the past, connected to you have the 9 of Swords. In the present moment, you have the 2 of Wands with the 3 of Wands. So 2 of Wands and 3 of Wands. So there's a lot of manifestation happening. Your person is manifesting a new beginning. They made a decision to manifest a new beginning with you. And in the near future, you have the 10 of Wands in reverse with the King of Swords in reverse. So there's a lot of internal reflection. You have the Empress card here with the Star. Oh. So what's the main situation? How do they feel towards you? So with the Knight of Swords, so your person has, like, okay, it's metaphoric, okay? We're gonna go metaphoric, this one. So, you know the beast inside your mind, okay? Like, there's, like, something you're afraid of, and that's the beast, okay? It's your own self-judgment, it's your own expectations, it's your own demons. Okay, we're gonna go that way. So this person has his own or her own demons in their headspace. Okay, so it's more mental. Okay, so let's say, I'll give you an example. You have an intention, okay, but your biggest challenge connected to that intention is to get out of that self-doubt. So the beast is the self-doubt. It's the element of being fearless. taking responsibilities and facing them. But it's not easy to do those things, right? Getting out of the self-doubt, or kind of like you have worries, and you have expectations put on you, or you have your own expectations that consume so much of your energy sometimes that you cannot kind of you feel like you can't put that first step connected to making that intention or that dream happen. Okay, so this person has his or her self-doubts, okay, which are in the form of the bird here. Okay, so the bird and the monster somehow that he or she needs to kind of face. It's more like, let's say it's a internal activity. Okay, so it's more like I have this vision of making you my wife, technically, or making you my husband, or I like you a lot, or I kind of see potential in you. Okay, and I know very well that you are a wish fulfillment of mine. I've been dreaming of you, or I kind of always wish to kind of find myself a companion, and I feel like you're the it girl or the it guy. But my problem here, the situation here is that I am doubting myself. I'm doubting my like, are you the it girl for me? It's like, I know you're it, but I'm doubting still. It's like that. That's what's stopping me from coming and, you know, making you my empress, or making you my boyfriend, or making you my girlfriend, or getting married to you, or you know, like hiring you, or because in some way with the Five of Wands, why I'm not making the decision is that I have other options too. Okay, because I'm looking at all the options and I'm feeling like you are the person, but then again I have options, so that's where the doubt is created. Okay, so my self-doubt is, if I were to go with you, like, I need to face my doubts, right? I need to face it. So for some part, it's more empowered than it seems, okay? Because at first it was very, like, anxious. Like, I was really anxious. I was, like, I was believing my doubts, let's say. So I'm gonna go this way, okay? So let's say I'm a guy or I'm a girl, okay? I like you. Okay, I'm ready to kind of get married, or I'm searching myself a wife or a husband, okay? And I want to invest in you, but then again, my problem is that I know I'm ready to settle down, let's say, okay? And, like, you seem like the very reliable type of man or female, okay? Like, you're pretty, you're financially stable, you're very prosperous in my opinion, okay? You're an earth sign perhaps, as you might not be, it's not important, but there's a element of you're reliable, okay? And connected to you with the Nine of Chalices, it's more like I always kind of, it's like, you know, you always, like, let's say there's a scenery, okay? Be it you're the smoker type, be it you're like the type that's more like, I just need to walk in the park and it's a sunset and there's the trees and there's a light breeze and it's like gorgeous, you know, the temperature, the weather is gorgeous, or it's like a snowy day, but it's beautiful, the temperature is beautiful and the scenery in front of you is gorgeous, okay? It's beautiful, it's a beautiful scenery, and you kind of wonder, you start wondering who you would want, like if you had a partner next to you, it's like I can see you with me in that moment of wonder. It's like I feel fulfilled. But then again, it's that energy of I would have been even more happier if I had you next to me kind of dynamic. Okay, so this one, it's more like a person that's doubting himself or herself, but he knows that he just needs to be brave enough to put the first step in the getting to know you better. It's like that. Okay, so that's the main situation in the middle section. Why? So it's because it's like, you are the person I'm thinking of, Okay, you're the person I had always imagined when I would relax, or if I had a gorgeous landscape in front of me, or whenever I went on vacation with the family, or I went on a walk on my own, kind of thing. Okay, so if I was outside in the nature, I would always wonder about a woman or a man, kind of thing. And you are definitely the woman or the man I had always imagined. So it's like that. That's how I feel towards you. But it's more like I have a lot of self-doubt, and my demon, let's say, my self-doubt, I'm kind of facing it, okay? But I just, like, this is energetic only, okay? But in the present moment, it's more like the person has made the choice, okay? So he has or she has set the tone already. So it's just an element of momentum, this one. It's an element of pushing it forward. Like the role, I have the ball in my hands, okay, and I just need to let it roll, kind of connect to you and me, kind of thing, okay? So that's why it's the situation, because I'm looking at my other options. But out of all my options, I think you're the one. That's the way I feel about you. So what's my only challenge is to kind of win your heart, or allow myself this emotional connection with you. Be it, for some of you, there's a third party. Be it it's their mother, it's your mother, it's a third person, it's their wife perhaps. But this one, I don't think there's a wife. It's more connected with you. It's a one-on-one situation, this one. So if there's a wife, then you'll know, but this is overall more singles we're talking about, okay? And with the Page of Pentacles, it's more like my challenge is to focus on getting to know you better, right? So let's say I'm kind of thinking you're the type of person I want to date, be you a man or a woman. My challenge is to kind of start nurturing my emotions towards you and invest in getting to know you better. Invest in, offering you the opportunity in the form of a student. Because I have self-doubt, right? But like, I'm giving you this reading, but understand that it's like in the process of happening. Okay? And if it's not happening, then you'll know. Okay? But for some of you, this is the energy. So in the initial with the Nine of Swords, it's more like I was afraid of this. I wasn't able to make up my mind. I was allowing the doubts in this situation. I was doubting you the whole time. In the past, I was doubting you the whole time. Okay, I was doubting you. I couldn't make up my mind at all because I was stuck in my mind, this one. I was afraid of it's like you've made a decision, but you're afraid of acting on it. It's like that. So in the present moment with the Three of Wands and the Two of Wands, it's more like this person has made up the mind, okay? So they're manifesting. So it's more like I made my mind and I said, okay, I'm gonna go with you and I'm gonna work on like starting something with you slowly, kind of thing. And in the near future with the Ten of Wands and the King of Swords, it's more like internally, this one, this person's working hard on what is this? Investing. So with the King of Swords, it's more like I'm managing my own doubts, okay? So it's more like I'm kind of taking care of my doubts, technically. And how I'm taking care of my doubts, or I'm strategizingly, like I'm taking care of my doubts, is by working on the vision. I'm working on the vision, on the decision. So internally, this person is working hard. Okay, if you see in this picture, it's the Ten of Wands, definitely. but the person is holding on the wands, so the wands are definitely here. So magic is in the air perhaps, or the manifestation is, you know, like when you want to manifest something, you put the intention first and then you start acting on it, right? So it's like that. That's what the person is doing, connected to you, but it's internal. I don't see physical activity yet. Is there something that we can say it's gonna happen on a physical level? Yeah, a door is gonna open, so you're gonna get an invitation somehow. Okay, so it's gonna come out of nowhere. But just know that this person is holding on to it. So it's this person that kind of will invite you somewhere out of nowhere. Okay, you didn't expect this person to invite you, but it's this person that has invited you there. Because they have an intention of being, you know, entrapping you somehow. Okay, so you'll know it's a good thing or a bad thing, but there's a lot of lust in here. Okay, so I don't know if the person's more lustful or they're more manipulative. For some it's manipulation, and for some it's seduction. So to be continued, I guess. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys. I hope it resonated. I hope it gave you guys some kind of insight. And if you want to like, dislike, comment down below. Up to you. If you want to donate to my channel, it's greatly appreciated. I really appreciate them. Thank you very much. If not, have a beautiful day. Stay safe. Be healthy. Please prioritize family matters. If ever it's a difficult time. January, the month of January, everything seems to be tiring somehow, and there's a lot of blockages, or there's a lot of like piled up emotions. So just make sure that even if you're arguing or you're screaming or you're kind of like things are not working out, just remember that good days are ahead. Okay, good things are coming. Okay, it's not the end of the world. You've survived today. It's hard. If you need to cry, you release it. It's important to release those things and to spend good quality time and to work through the differences, because yes, you're arguing, but a family or your husband, it's still your family. Your children is still your family. Your colleagues, it's still a family, right? You're working, you need to kind of see the person every day or something of the sort. If there's conflicts happening, it's an opportunity for growth like that. Okay, you have to wake up to that. Conflicts and dealing with conflicts and facing them and active listening, regardless if it's triggering or not, you have to be eager to express yourself and still give space for the other person to express themselves, so that you can understand if you can compromise or not and find solutions based on that, instead of focusing on the past all the time and feeling like you're stuck in the situation. Seeking solutions is the best way possible. If there's something wrong and you're repeating the same thing every time, then just ask yourself, how can I solve this situation with the person in front of you that you have a conflict with? And if the person doesn't understand, okay, you breathe in and you breathe out and you kind of state your facts again. Now, if the person is not understanding again, then just release it and say that I accept the situation and I believe that the solution is coming. Always. Okay, be it it's not dealing with this person, is this person quitting, is this person kind of, you know, quit, like collaborating with you or changing the way they're approaching. There is momentum, but you need, like, if there's heaviness or inertia, you need to kind of push a bit. Once you push, there's momentum that's created, but you need that pain element a bit. Okay, it's painful sometimes, that's why it's in the form of conflicts and triggers, but if you want to find solutions, you need to create momentum, which means that you need to kind of push the pain forward. express it and deal with it so that it can create a certain momentum. The ball needs to roll, right? You need the solution to come. Or if it's a failure, it's a failed situation, then you should not procrastinate in ending it. Okay? And every ending has a new beginning. Be it it's a failed situation or it's a victory, there's always a new beginning. Even if you've succeeded once, doesn't mean that you're going to succeed on the second cycle. Because if there's a lesson you need to learn, you're going to have to learn it, right? Like that. Okay, so it's more kind of keep those things in mind, okay? It can help you heal a situation. It can help you deal with a boyfriend or a girlfriend. It can wake you up to many things you thought you were, but then again, you're not, okay? So there's so many things to wake up to. It's crazy insane, okay? Coming from me, okay? So anyways, hope things work out, whichever way it is. Okay, and remember that you are loved. If you feel like you're not loved, then manifest that you're loved. But I'm pretty sure you're loved. It's just that you don't see it. You don't see how people love you because you're not other people, right? You can also go negative on this, but I'm gonna go more positive on this because negativity is already out there. Okay, so just kind of, if you're very negative, then wake up to the fact that you need to create some kind of positive mindset. Every time you're kind of manifesting something negative, then tell yourself, okay, because this happened, I wish things were more positive, so that you can start kind of bringing and attracting a bit of positivity in your life. Okay, and once that happens, then you're kind of understanding how to regulate the positive and the negative. But it takes time. It's normal. It took me at least 5 years to kind of wake up to those things. Okay, so if you're very pessimistic, then just know that you can change the pessimism. It's just a matter of deciding willingly to change. Okay, it's not I'm forcing you to change or people are forcing you to change and you're feeling suffocated. It's not what you want. No, this is not the way to go. Okay, you just kind of say, I wish to change because I don't want to feel this way anymore. Be it in a relationship, be it in a work environment. Babies, you can do it. Okay, honeys, you can do it. Okay, step up your game. And if it's not step up your game, start believing that you are worthy. You can have the happiness. You can have the joy. You can succeed as you can. You're eager to fail as many times as you need to, joyfully, so that when it comes to success, you'll hug it like that. Okay? Because if you know how to fail successfully, then you know how to succeed properly without feeling like you're the winner. The winner is alone kind of thing. Because if you failed several times, then you're going to be more understanding of other people's failures. You're going to be understanding of what their mental patterns are, emotional patterns are, how they're feeling, or the failure, how they're procreating or interacting with the situation. The more you fail, the more experience you have. So the more solutions you seek because of your failure, then you're a more proactive person with time. But what the key secret element is, always be grateful when you fail, because that's when you learn. Always be grateful when you kind of feel like you can't do something, because that's what's triggering you to elevate yourself. Okay? That's it. Okay, so I'll see you on my next video. Perhaps it's gonna be sooner or later. I'll see you around. Okay, guys? So have a beautiful day. Believe in yourself. Fight for yourself, okay? And for whatever you believe in, okay? And that in itself will create a certain pathway that you will just need to walk. Okay, so follow your heart connected to it too. Okay? Bye-bye, guys, and have a beautiful night. Bye.